Hello, and welcome to another week of the Abuse Cartoons live stream. Hey K5, hey Damon, how's it going? So back again for another week of drawing and talking. And the thing I found this week, I'm not sure if it's going to be as interesting as I hoped because, I'll explain later, but it's like a tea soda that got made by a Japanese drink company, but I think they spoiled it by putting flavoring in it. I'll explain later. But yeah, I've got to get warmed up here. Yeah, so coming off of a really miserable weekend, the second dose of something. And it's a really big immune system response. So you feel like you're really, really sick, but you don't have any other symptoms besides, like muscle pain and things. Like there's nothing wrong with your head. There's nothing wrong with your, chest. You're not congested or coughing or anything, but you feel like you should be because you just, your whole body is just exhausted and painful, like muscle wise and stuff. So that was not fun. But I guess the fact that I had a decent immune response is good. The bigger your symptoms, that means the better your immune system's working. But I can see now why like people with any sort of compromised health could have some problems doing that, because it hits you pretty hard. But yeah, that's over. Until the booster, right? There's a booster. Yeah, it was just miserable. Yeah, I just spent a day doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, because it feels like you can't lift your arms. You can. I mean, you can push past all of the pain. It just feels like you're like, playing basketball at too old an age, or being in a car crash or something. Like your whole body is just way out of control, painful. But yeah, not too bad. And the pain just makes you not want to do anything. I was hoping that there'd be some downtime so I could read or do something, but yeah, I just did not want to do anything. So yeah, just not very fun, but not very long lasting. I think the symptoms of like a flu or something, you got like a week of that, at least like 3 days. So it's not that bad. It's just all at once, but it's very mysterious because you have no idea. Like there's no obvious cause, like when you're sick. So it's very strange. But yep, on the other side of that, so we'll see. That'll suck though if each subsequent booster is a bigger and bigger reaction, so it's like you're just expecting worse and worse every time. I don't know. Nobody's talked about that. And it's funny because it's so specific to your own biology, your own health, and own immune system and stuff. So everyone's going to have a different response. And also people handle pain differently. I'm real miserable with any sort of pain. So some people can push past it pretty easy, especially if they have, they had something chronic, some kind of chronic pain their whole life or whatever. They can deal with it, but I just get, miserable and depressed, basically. But it's all behind me now. Yeah, so trying to come up with something for this week. So let me know if this sounds okay. Hey Rev, how's it going? Yeah, very lethargic. Cool. Good night, Rev. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. So, and it seems like finally the after the Olympics is over, finally the government here is making it more accessible, because it was just the extremely elderly, I think like over 70, were the only people that were offered anything. But it's too much detail. Not enough room for eyes and things. But yeah, so that's good. Yeah, so my wife was out for the whole week, whole weekend on her second dose. So I get it now. I get what, she just wanted to sleep it off. So that makes sense now. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens next. Yeah, because after the Olympics, the infections went crazy. I don't know what these are. The infections went crazy here, the numbers. So they're trying to get people to stop doing things again. But I think, especially here, people are really tired of it, because they follow, most people are very compliant, even with very toothless government orders. People are really compliant, but it's also a very social country. People go out or they visit each other, and most people's houses or apartments are so small they can't, do much or socialize that much at home. So, restaurants and bars and, cafes and things are very popular places to meet and socialize, especially after work. And when that's taken away, I think people get, they have no release, no de-stress activity. So people more and more are just ignoring the orders. So we'll see how that goes. But they're not going to ever, I think, be too strong just because they can't. Let me get this monitor out of the way. Hey, unknown girl. How's it going? Oh, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, so just a slow, a slow, drawn-out weekend. But yeah, so getting back to normal. Thank goodness my daughter's still on summer vacation. That made it a lot easier. She spent the weekend with her grandparents and with her cousin and her grandparents, so that was easy weekend. All right. Yeah, if it was the regular school year schedule, that would have been miserable. So good timing. Yeah, I just have no idea what's next. It's gonna be strange not having just like random, weird, unobserved sports on the television. So basically, like, there were several channels on the television here had Olympic coverage, and it was so funny because there was no there was no audience in any of the stands. So it just looked like you were watching a bunch of rehearsals or practice sessions or something, but it was actually the actual events for everything, and so much like random stuff that I hadn't seen before because it was on the local schedule, so everything was easy to find. But and anything that Japan had a contender, had a decent competitor in, they covered. So I got to see a lot of bouldering, the like wall climbing. What is that called? It's not rappelling, but the artificial rock climbing events. So there was a lot of random things like that. And I couldn't believe Japan beat the U.S. in baseball. That's bizarre. That was a big... that was exciting news here because they've got so much love for the sport. I think America's falling out of love with baseball, but for Japan, it's a big... it's still a big sport. And then any of their players that get to compete or get to play. Sorry, get to play in the U.S. What is going on here? Okay. I changed this tool. Yes, I did. Okay, weird. Yeah, so any of the players that get to play, it's like having a hometown kid make it big. You know, there's a lot of coverage, and anytime they're popular or do well, yeah, they're so happy here. So if the country feels really small when you have a Japanese player in American major leagues. Ocean floor property. Sounds good. Yeah, so I hope everyone is doing well and you enjoyed your weekend a little bit more than just discovering all the muscles that you never knew could hurt. I don't know what any of this is, but just keep drawing. Yeah, I've noticed that thing recently. I think this is just an age thing where if I do yard work or anything very physical for very long, I don't feel bad immediately after, but the next day it like hits you really, really, really bad. Like I don't ever remember feeling that bad. And then there's not the recovery. Like even if you overexert yourself when you're younger, it's like just a couple hours and you're starting to feel normal, and just like a whole day of whoa. So that might also explain the kind of drawn out recovery time. But yeah, it was lots of fun. Yikes. Oh. Good. Yeah, I'm glad you're here as well. Yeah, I don't mean to be such a downer. It was just a really shitty weekend. So nothing, no news or anything fun to talk about. Yeah. And gotta make the cartoons. But yeah, it's good to see everybody here. Sorry for the late time. It makes people need to get to bed. So Rev checked in and checked out. Nice. Yeah, it's a crazy... Hyphonics has a crazy streaming schedule. I mean, that's... I can't believe... And I notice that for a lot of people, too, how much they're online. I guess I just have to change my, mindset about it or something to just make it more casual and easier to do. But you want it to... Or you want to be... kind of present and not... boring. I see a lot of on Twitch especially. I'll jump onto people's streams and they're just doing something, especially the creative ones. They're not talking through anything. They're just they're working and then just maybe responding to chat. So it's not I guess that's why people play music too, but it's very I guess that makes it much less work. So that might be part of it. But yeah, with the other channel too, I've got, more streaming that I need to do, and just it gets harder and harder to get into kind of like a regular schedule or just regular thinking about it. It's like, okay, now we're live. It's very odd. I'm trying this Monster Energy Super Fuel, one of the only, I think it's Red Bull and Monster are the only energy drinks in Japan that are imported. Ugh, the flavor is horrible, but at least it's more like, it's like Monster and Gatorade or something together, but it's more to drink. Same caffeine and a lot more hydration. A lot more liquid, but the flavor is just horrible. Yeah, but all of that. Yeah, I don't know, these carry-out boxes. I think I'm just drawing a bunch of alien things. Oh, no way. John got banned for 2 weeks from YouTube. Yeah, but we're having a on the tabletop channel, on Upturned table YouTube channel, a friend that lives in Japan who has a band, and we played with him a bunch of role playing. He's a really good GM. I asked him for permission to use one of his tracks, and you've heard it, like the train opening on the weekly is his band. And I guess recently they got a deal. Some digital management company or whatever is submitting their music to like Spotify. So they've gotten on Spotify and a bunch of different places. I think for better deals than just submitting your stuff. I'm not quite sure, but of course then that company, Japanese companies are really bad with digital rights. They just don't get it. But that company then applied for Content ID for all, or Copyright ID for everything, every system. And so then it picked it up on our live streams. It picked up that track, and so I was getting copyright claims. Boom, 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 boom. So just like a dozen copyright claims came in, because it's at the beginning and end of every one of our live streams on that weekly. And I guess I should have just muted it. I should have just chosen the option to mute it, but I disputed it because I have definite permission. It's just if he can get, if he can get the company, whoever is managing their music now, to approve that, to approve the permission we have. But that's a real pain in the ass. It was just, a friendly agreement, and then they're trying to make some more money off of their music, because I think before it was just on Bandcamp before, and so now it's just turned into this big mess. So I've already like switched tracks. I'm just going to use a licensed royalty free track until that's resolved. Right, the rock and roll song, the song at the beginning of Chips is the name of the track. And it got put into the Content ID system, and the system just like spits out. It just uses its little audio detection, and it just spits stuff out. So I've been responding to everyone with a dispute, and hopefully they're going to clear them off, or I just blew up the channel. If they don't, if the company refuses to acknowledge that. But in the explanation, I went through, the guy is literally on the channel. He gave us permission. It's him singing. It's his guitar. He told us, and they don't have. They're not under contract. I don't know what the deal is with this digital rights people, if it's a management company or what. But but Japan is really stupidly aggressive. Like, they literally arrested people that were scanning pages of Japanese hobby magazines and just putting them online for free, putting them out there, because there's no international version of most of these magazines, and they're in Japanese. But they literally, the cops busted down doors and arrested people that were just putting pictures from hobby magazines on the internet. And Nintendo is notoriously bad for streamers and stuff. They claim a lot of stuff. So the Japanese companies are just the worst. They're always polluting the any automated systems. They always use really, really recklessly. And they were so late. Japan was really, really late getting into anything online in any good way. Like they literally their streaming services are just a few years old, and most of the TV companies are still, well, maybe because of the streaming, there's like licenses in place now, but the TV companies, when Netflix and things started happening, they freaked out and started really aggressively going after anybody that put up anything on YouTube or whatever of TV shows or whatever. But now there's a ton. I mean, I think you can see just about everything. It's really weird. They're either really aggressive or they just don't care, because it's like two extremes. It's either one or the other, because they were going after a bunch of stuff and anybody that put stuff up. And also the peer-to-peer, like file sharing laws are really strict here. There's really high punishment for file sharing. But if you look around, manga is very easy to find. Fan subbed anime is really easy to find, and also like on YouTube, nobody is doing takedown notices for Japanese TV shows or anything anymore. So it's very strange. Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, yeah, that's fine. If they have some conditions for a license or whatever, that would be fine. Fine, yeah. Yeah, I like that song, but yeah, I'll change it out. It was something that I own the rights to, if I have to. I mean, I just like that it was like somebody that I knew, like local music, and they're trying to get recognition. So to have that playing every week somewhere is always a good thing. But yeah, it's too bad. So I hope that resolves okay. If not, I'll just sort of start another another YouTube channel if I blow that channel up completely. Or demonetize it. I think that's what'll happen. Is it just? I think if you unsuccessfully dispute enough claims, it just pissed me off that they so mindlessly do things like that. But I guess like scale of piracy and things in Asia is crazy. So just like with why the drug laws are so aggressive and conservative here is because they're surrounded by drug growing countries, and same thing with file sharing and stuff. If they don't clamp down on that, then all like the Chinese students, and that's where most of the fan subbing and all that stuff comes from, is just the Chinese students they don't want to work at a convenience store, so their part-time job is just piracy while they're in Japan, because they know there's a lot of popular stuff. And thankfully things like Crunchyroll, and even though I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the company, but if you provide better access to that stuff, then it kills the it's only the brokest of the broke and the piratey of the pirates piratiest of the pirates that will continue to pirate something when you can actually access it easily in a streaming. Because I think they literally have subtitled versions of things that have anime that airs on Japanese television the next day. So that's pretty impressive. I mean, it's mostly garbage. Most of the new anime. I mean, you should enjoy the gatekeeping of things having to be picked up by a company, the company willing to risk the expense of like publishing the books or creating the discs or whatever, because that means they have faith in it and they think that it's good, especially for a Western audience. Because if you just have access to everything that comes out in Japan, it's amazingly endless and mostly terrible. Yeah, it's there's so much bad stuff. But just like anything else, I think I said that the example was British comedy. I thought, like, after Monty Python, I thought, oh my god, British comedy is so amazing. But if you listen to mainstream British comedy or like a British sitcom, it's usually horrible and unwatchable. So the things that you get, the things that are exported in your country, should kind of trust that if someone's willing to take the financial risk, that they believe in it, and it's probably worth taking a look at. But when you just can, have access to everything, that's what kind of happened. The manga crash of the 2000s, when Tokyo Pop, are they still a company? Tokyo Pop, they had some. I heard the story. I interviewed with them, and I heard the story of the lawyer that learned, Japanese business manners, and he went over to Japan and just made a deal with all the publishers to buy the rights to absolutely everything, like everything that had ever been slightly popular in Japan. And these are like, manga that go back to the 70s, so a really odd selection of things. And then they did that thing, so I don't know if you guys remember. I think it's gotten a little bit better since then, but if you remember, just the shelves, and especially like Borders Books was like, they had, the manga section was the biggest section in the entire store. And it was those $10 like newsprint, like the paper quality was garbage, but they were $10, and there were all the collected volumes of all these like classic Japanese manga, very quickly subtitled. And they did the flip thing where they did the not flip thing. So a lot of the higher end publishers would actually flip the artwork and let you read it left to right. The manga's read right to left. So the first page of every one of their books said, "You're reading this wrong. Turn it over. This is the last page, not the first." And you turn it to the back and read it backwards. But then it ruined the layout because you're reading English left to right, but the balloons are right to left. I had this problem with figuring out like how to orient Citizen Spaceman. So the artwork is not flipped. So the artwork looks better, but the books themselves are not very easy to read, because the layout of manga is actually insanely, or of like well-made manga is insanely thoughtful. And so the action and how you read, how a page flows, like good American comics, it gives you an action and a rhythm and things. And so if you put a language in there that doesn't quite, that you're reading differently, or you're saying different things in different balloons to get everything to fit, it ruins it. So they did this like weird, quick translation, quick quality thing, just flooded the market with all of this stuff. And then when Borders went under, that whole thing just collapsed. Yeah, Tokyo Pop. Yeah, they had a magazine for a while. They were pushing really hard. Once like manga and anime became more mainstream, and like there were like VHS releases in the 90s, and then eventually DVDs. So I think they were sucked under with the death of the manga market. But now it's back. Like now, just the single, what is it, Demon Blade? Kimetsu no Yaiba is Demon Blade? Yeah, whatever, the super popular one that had the movie on the train, I don't know. But that's that series sold more than every single American comic book property combined. Everything. So manga is back as a popular medium in the US, which is very funny. But I think it's just, and a lot of people have already said this, but I think it's just storytelling. There's not politics, there's not social justice or anything in manga. It's just interesting characters and storytelling. So very pulp, very just like, we just want to entertain you. We don't want to, make you aware of anything. Yeah. Yeah, right. Nice. Hey, Wine Mine, how's it going? Oh, sorry, haven't drawn a Kager. Oh man. Beard drawings. Yeah, I don't think I've actually drawn. They have those little pony kegs here. Like, they don't have full kegs. because the restaurant size is usually pretty small. Like a lot of restaurants are literally 6 seats at a counter, and so the place, they don't have space for like a full size kegs. So the beer kegs are pretty small. They're not. It's not even a pony keg. It's like, yeah, I don't know how many liters. This is maybe like 5, maybe 10 liters. They're really tiny because they hook them up like right to these small taps. But yeah, I wouldn't know the sizes, but when you see the trucks, they're really tiny. They're not the, keg size. Like I remember kegs and keg parties and stuff in the US. You may be able to get, like, some of the bigger distributors may do larger quantities. But yeah, that was the thing that they so this is a custom, like at a drinking party, like a more formal drinking party, like a wedding reception or like an end of the year business party or something. The social interaction is you go around with a bottle of beer, and you fill everyone's glass and you just kind of toast with them. So it's a way to just kind of, circulate, just kind of mingle and make sure you've said hello to everyone and everything. So to facilitate that, they literally make, instead of having to carry around a bottle and then you finish it and you have to go get another bottle and like lose track of who you've talked to and who you haven't. They literally, and they promoted this at when we were looking at like wedding reception stuff. A backpack. It's literally like a plastic case for a beer keg that you put on your back, and so you're like wearing a tuxedo or whatever, and then you have a backpack with a beer keg in it and a hose with a little tap on it, and you go around and fill people's beer and talk to them and just hope they're still drinking beer. But I thought that's funny, and they do that at baseball games too. Like girls, like in little T-shirts, will walk around with a beer backpack, and so you have the kind of draft beer style instead of that tray of warm plastic cups of beer. But the beer backpack. Yeah, right. Yeah, I forget that. What was I just looking at? Oh, I was just watching some movie, the beginning of some movie, and looking at the American highway. It was just like out west somewhere, an American highway, and it was just empty. It was just like, that is so much cement, it's so much pavement. It's insane. How many paved roads of that like size there are in the US, and especially I'm not seeing a lot of cars on it. It's like, wow, that's insane. But yeah, it's so much more, so much tinier here. I mean, most lanes are 4-lane at the most, usually 2 lanes. So it makes traffic jams, so easy. And when they sprawl and build out in Japan, you have traffic problems immediately because there's no roads to handle it, and there's no way to expand roads here. It's just like everything's used up. Oh, nice. Yeah, like an old school beer barrel. That's cool. Cool. K5 says, I remember cakes. Oh, kegs. Hey. All right. Yeah, I didn't recognize the wine mine. Yeah, I remember you, kegs. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. If you wanna get in touch, just the abusecartoons@gmail or whatever. If you want to get in touch, or private message me on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. Abuse Cartoons everywhere. Yeah, we can talk about if you want a logo. That would be fun. Or at least, draw something. That would be really fun to do. Yeah, I've got to start getting some new work. Things have slowed down. It always kind of do over the summer. That's always a slower time. And hopefully things pick up in the fall. But yeah, nobody needs anything right now. Backpack? I don't know what's going on. Nice. That doesn't read right. But yeah, that's a really odd thing. The tiny beer keg backpack in Japan. Yeah, so that's a toasts are always done. I mean, sometimes to imitate. So Western style, like people usually toast with champagne for bigger events or more formal events, and then switch to whatever. But in Japan, always the original first toast is usually with beer, and that's always the starting drink for everyone for some reason. So people always say, yeah, when you order drinks, if for now we'll start with beer, and that's the first toast. I guess because that's the most. People don't have a lot of like opinions. Everyone can drink, or everyone will drink beer here, because it's one of those beverages with meals more than other things, and so that's become the default kind of toasting. I'm drawing these really complicated things with no rooms for eyes. Yeah, with so everyone toasts with a small glass of beer at most like formal dinners and stuff, and then you can switch to whatever. Yeah, so usually that's the bizarre thing, is usually like champagne comes somewhere in the middle of the drinking when everyone is like all over intoxicated. It's like that's a really weird thing to just kind of mix into your drinking session. Just start ordering bottles of champagne. Nice. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, coffee creamer, or or the little plastic the little plastic guys. Oh yeah, maybe like a stack of those and a milk carton would be a nice contrast. Oh, I didn't even make a second cartoon. This is pathetic. Alright, let's try this. So that would be 17th, I hope. Let me double check. Yes, 17th. Oh boy, but yeah. Nice. Let's see if I can draw something that looks like one of those little creamers. Hey Hypno, how's it going? Nice to see you back. Oh, coffee creamer and Oreos. That's nice. Yeah, the work involved in dunking. Nice. Yeah, good to see you back on. Yeah, it's been a while, Hypno. Oh. Yeah, we didn't do the weekly podcast last week because I was already in the throes of. I'll draw the other part later. Already feeling terrible. So, yeah, the 100th episode will be this Friday. I can't believe it's been a long, because it's been over the course of about 2 years, because even though it was weekly, which should be about 2 years, maybe a little bit more than 2 years, but even though it's a weekly, during the kind of lockdowns and stuff, I had a lot of trouble keeping it weekly, and was doing some remote recording and stuff that sounded pretty terrible. And then a couple of these with the tops ripped off. So yeah, it took a little bit more than 2 years, but yeah, got the weekly thing going. And the funny thing is, that was, the weekly was kind of the beginning of the end of that original podcast of the Idle Red Hands, because I was doing it just to keep that podcast alive, because we couldn't meet and things, and it just like I did everything wrong, so it became just was starting to make the other guys uninterested and unhappy in recording, so it stopped. Well, that's not right. There we go. Whew. Yeah, and these copyright claims demonetize that channel. I'll be really pissed because I went through so much rebranding that. That was such a pain in the ass. That would really suck. These are really odd looking. And I guess the paper should kind of still be there, right? This thing, the little top. But I'm gonna have to draw it round but curly. I don't know. Looks like a stomach. Yeah, some angle of that. Nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, thanks, Hypno, for listening. Yeah, we didn't do it last week, so we'll be getting back to it. So 100. Oh, coffee and fries. All right. Oh man. Mm. Yeah. I think so. Maybe peeled up works better because this doesn't quite read. I guess if I did like this, but with the shading, it might, because it still doesn't read as open. So maybe one peeled. I think when I drew these before, they didn't read. They didn't work very well either. It's not a great design. So just do this and then this. Something like that. I don't know. Something like that. Get more open. Yeah, I'll do all the kind of ribbing texture. Yeah, something like that. That can be off in the corner with the shading, because I think it would be too harsh if I draw it. Try to get these a little bit more balanced. Nice. Yeah, we'll keep up the weekly. I'm worried I'm getting too negative and complaining on the weekly, just criticizing, because for a little bit there I did a couple of like best of the week collections and was a little kind of clickbaity and stuff with the titles just to get people to watch, and all it does is just create fighting and complaining and weird stuff in the comments, so it's like it's probably not worth it. I don't know how people can manage that. The just taking their Twitter fights to YouTube constantly, and I don't know who has the energy for that, to constantly be yelling at people. But you put any kind of opinion out there, and there's always somebody that's like, you've just insulted their reason for being. It happens, I think, with most fandoms and stuff now. So it's not fun to have opinions about companies, shitty business practices or whatever, because there's always someone that's like, I love them. I have always loved them ever since I was a kid. Yeah, it's funny. Brand loyalty is very odd. People are still really invested. All right, so all of this. Oh, maybe just like a. I don't know. try glass. Yeah, glass might be interesting. If I can draw a straight line, jeez. Yeah, I'm working a little too big, I think, because I'm almost at 100%, I think, on the page. I don't know if that's gonna read. Yeah, but Chris is fun to record with, so even if we don't do the weekly, we'll do something else. I don't know, though. I think that's about the most we're going to be able to do is at that lunchtime schedule. For a while. Yeah, and then just a very small amount. Oh, man. I can't stop using the wrong layer. And so maybe put one of these in front to give it a little bit more depth. But yeah, we'll figure something out. I can keep... God damn, there's obviously an opening there. Okay. Where is it open? Oh, right there? Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I'll figure something out. I just got to figure out something I actually enjoy, so we'll keep doing on that channel. So right now I'm still experimenting a little too much with different ideas. Gotta figure something out and just run with it. Just a little bit bigger. Yeah, so something like that. That's an interesting enough configuration. Yeah, drawing at 100% though is not great. It's better to scale things up so the lines are going to be really thin. Joe's gonna wield the band hard. Yeah, pretty soon the chat is completely banned, and I'm back to talking to myself. Nice. All right. Oh, what is all this nonsense? Okay, so is there anything here? I think stuff on the walls or whatever is interesting. Oh, so maybe, yeah, like a toolbox or a box of donuts. Oh yeah, maybe like, well, I guess that's both are. This reads more like a toolbox. This reads more like a lunchbox, or that's actually like cosmetics, maybe. Huh. But maybe just a row of tools of the trade. And I'll put like donuts or something on the side of that. So that's the most poorly drawn, so maybe just... Oh, hey, Unknown Girl, thank you so much for the donation. Beautiful. I appreciate you being around and hanging out on the stream. And it's nice, yeah, schedule or time zone wise, right? We're better. We're more in sync. That helps. A backpack isn't really, but these are almost identical, unless I color them differently. So odd tools of the trade. Yeah, appreciate it very much. Yeah, I was thinking about, yeah, necessary for the job or some kind of tools. Yeah, thank you so much. I really makes doing the streaming nice when I have an audience that like changes things so much, and it's much more fun. The interaction is much more fun. It takes away from that crazy person talking to themselves aesthetic that I started out with. Yeah, it's just really fun to have a chat of like-minded people, and be able to enjoy, and to be kind of worldwide. That's fun. I'm glad the time difference doesn't ruin that. I mean, makes it hard to get together consistently, but I'm glad the time difference doesn't ruin that. But yeah, much appreciated. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the comment. That's the worst. They should make that bigger. Hearts in the chat for Joe. Oh, that's what it was. Nice. Joe needs some love. So that's a payoff. I need to forward that to Joe as a no, don't ban anybody payoff. Nice. Hypno, Joe needs love too. Please don't ban me, Joe. All right, I'm gonna have to forward everything. Joe, send me your bank account details. I'll forward all this protection money that you're being paid. Thank you, Hypno. Joe needs love too. Please don't ban me, Joe. Nice. Hearts in the chat for Joe. K5 only gave a single heart, not plural. Now my chat's not updating again. Sorry. Yeah, it's weird once it gets to a certain... Oh, hearts are for Joe. Okay, that's right. So you're paying for the heart space. I get it. So it's it's like an infomercial, a paid infomercial. So it's advertising and promotion for Joe on a paid on a paid channel. Nice. Yeah, so maybe backpack doesn't work, and it's only coloring that's going to bring these two things. Yeah, so maybe just a couple of tool-ish boxes versus donuts. Yeah, I think that might work. Actual tools of some kind aligned against a box of donuts. Yeah, they have those. I'm not sure. Hey, Joe, I need all the love chat since the streamer ignored me. Yes, I'm just the medium. I'm not the message. Thank you, Joe, for the donation. It's the only... See, I hear the sound, and then I don't read the message on the donation. I'm streaming challenged. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Oh, Yum. Yum comes in hard with a dare. Nice. Oh, that's right. We have the forces of ban and unban. Two mods opposed to each other. All right. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking about that with the new Android. The newer phones have no, Android hung on to physical buttons, or just a default home, back, whatever, those three buttons. Whereas iPhones just had the one. Yeah, I think all that's gone now. So there's no physical buttons on phones, which maybe means they function a little bit longer. there's less mechanical failure. It's all battery related. But the gestures on the new Android are just garbage. They're horrible. Like the swiping from the side, like nobody, like there's a significant number of like websites and apps and things that have not updated. So they already had something that a swipe from the right would do. So it does two things at once, or it does one thing first and then another thing. It's really bizarre. So I'm doing a lot of like reloading of pages instead of going back with things. And when I can't even like accurately swipe, my thumb is smartphone. I need to like have them. It's my thumb surgically pointed. It's too wide to actually count as a single touch. So I was just imagining like just that little thing and having to adapt to that. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And they're not even thinking about like, what about people with like arthritic fingers and thumbs and hands? Like they literally will not be able to navigate a phone. I don't know what you would do. I mean, they're going to have to like shakily hold, they're going to have to hold a a pen. What the hell is this called? Stylus. They'll have to hold like a stylus or some sort of touch tool and like be doing this on their phone. It's a nightmare. Like, yeah, it's just the weird updates that all of these designers of technology do are completely based on, hey, unknown girl, Yum Num loves you too, Joe. Unknown girl's donating for Yum. Oh, McNuggets. Oh yeah, that does look like a big McNugget thing, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, McNuggets might be funnier. Chicken nuggets might be funnier than donuts, actually. Nuggies. Uh-oh. K5's waiting for the processing time. There's a 3 to 5 day processing time. Nice. The donations are going crazy here. Joe has inspired a a string of representation donations. Yeah, maybe a big box of nuggets would work as well. Yeah, this long box is the donut box here in Japan. They don't do the more traditional, because that's a dozen. The big box that holds a dozen. I think literally like 6 is the most they would ever imagine someone buying. So the long boxes here, the donuts just go in like CDs or 45s, and that's the biggest box they have, and it's got a little handle, and then they put the box with a handle in a bag with a handle. That's very common style. Uh-oh. Now I'm getting involved. Nice. Oh, man. I gotta mute K5 as Joe's request. Yeah, so something like that I think works. I think this one looks better than this. This is a little clunky, but it gets across. Oh, that's funny. Wow, timed out. Yeah, I haven't played enough with the tools, so I don't know how the mod stuff works, and I haven't even really looked at it at all on Twitch, which I think is probably more, I don't know, it probably has more robust tool set, but I'm just guessing. Nice. Did I see that? Am I just imagining that? There's some kind of like verified now on YouTube, Like there are accounts that are like kind of like the blue checks on Twitter. There's like verified YouTube. That's going to get out of control, especially with all the political fighting and stuff that goes on YouTube. The verified accounts. I think that's where I saw that. I can't remember. K5. This is actually one of those reverse donation streamers now owes everyone in chat $5. No, wait. And I gotta pay points, right? So I actually owe everyone like $5.50. It's like I gotta pay 10%. I get 10 points on that. So every time every time you donate, then I get to donate back plus 10%. You're gonna bankrupt me in this single live stream. Well, much appreciated, K5. The rules have changed. Yeah, that would be a funny. I guess they probably do that for like charity streams and stuff, like, you know, matching like streamers or, you know, companies probably do like matching donations or whatever for the things. I think that I've seen all kinds of charity, like Twitch especially, I've seen all kinds of like charity tools and things for people to do that for fundraising. All right, I guess, yeah, let's color. That's going to be a pretty monochrome. I have no idea what to color these. Let's see if I can make this work. Okay, so if it's chicken nuggets, then I can probably go a little bolder. I'll try a couple of different things. Go a little bolder with the coloring. Trying to think of the last time I saw one of these boxes. And oh, I gotta put this here so I don't make everything too dark. There we go. So maybe like a green. Oh, not like a lime green, like a utility green and a gray. Yeah. And then some cooler blue colors. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, how long is that? Is that so it's like about a week? I don't have any tattoos, and I don't have any piercings or tattoos, so I've never had to go through the healing process. And I'm so weak about the about pain. Not like immediate pain, like needles and stuff don't bother me, but like sustained, you know, like like healing from surgery or whatever. That's I'm always really miserable with that. So yeah, I couldn't. If something went wrong, you know, like an infected and stayed like painful and not healing, that would be my worst nightmare, because I'd be so maybe that plastic yellow. Yeah, I'd be so bad with that. All right, and maybe some white and reddish kind of stuff. I don't know. Let's see if I can make this work so that it reads just like some kind of, even like a tackle box would work. Maybe orange. Be a nice contrast for the blue. Nice. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow, a couple of weeks. Yeah, right. Yeah, a friend of mine was in LA, was trying to work on was trying to get into the market of the like healing balms and stuff, like this stuff like essentially like using like antiseptic and stuff to kind of encourage healing, and he was working with a chemist to try to figure out a good formula for that. He wasn't super into tattoos, but he was super into business. So he noticed, especially in LA, that there might be a decent market for, especially going around to tattoo parlors and promoting something like that. So I remember him, I learned a lot, about how you can, there's like chemists for hire, basically, that you can work on formulations of things with, and especially for stuff that wouldn't need like FDA approval or anything that's like herbal or homeopathic. And of course it's LA. Of course we're talking like this, but it's something like this. It's a W, not a. There we go. But I was just surprised how like easy and accessible. Like you have access to laboratories and chemists, basically to hire to do stuff like that if you're doing something that's not going to need any sort of extra approval. So that's where that all comes from. All those supplements and things. People actually just do research. All right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think this is reading how I want it. Whoa. Ah. Right. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Like a really bad sunburn and then somebody digging into it. Nice. That makes sense. Whoa. Oh, I didn't fill in the sides here. But yeah. That's good. All right. Yeah, indecisiveness. Or especially for me, I think the things I would have chosen as tattoos when I was younger, I would be full of regret now. I'm sure if I would have gotten a tattoo in high school, I probably would have had like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle tattoo or something horrible. That, because that was back, I'm not going to date myself, am I, and say this, but that was back when it was an indie comic. That was when I went, over the course of like going to homestay at the end of high school, like it was literally like a black and white. So there was a boom in the late 80s in the US where printing companies started to do small batch printing, so it let independent comic artists print black and white comics very, very cheaply. So I think they would do, because usually the requirement was like minimum of like thousands, maybe like 10,000 or something if you're going to do books. And either the technology changed or just they noticed a market And so short run books were starting to be printed. And I think it was mostly Canada. There was a lot of Canadian printers and things that started to offer that. So that black and white indie boom of comics kind of started to take off, because you could, as an independent, like, so you didn't work for Marvel or DC or whatever. You drew your own comics. You know, designed, produced them, and printed them, and you could at least, even if you weren't very popular, at least pay for your printing costs and a little bit extra. But some people could make a decent living. Like, if you got popular, you could make a decent living off of that. So why am I talking about this? Oh yeah, so that's how, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles started out as one of those. And because the name was so noticeable, it got picked up right away by, Playmates and for toys, and I forget who the animation company was, but yeah, so I left, and it was like a weird indie comic, and I came back to the US, and it was like a Saturday morning, or like an afternoon. It was like an after school cartoon, and everything was like, oh no, this is now like a thing for little kids, when it was like a, not cool, but it was like an interesting like indie comic, black and white, scratchy looking indie comic before. So that happened a long time ago in the dark ages. But I remember that being really disappointing, just being like, it's gone now. I've lost it. It's going to I don't know if that's happened with that many things before, but that really felt miserable. It's like, oh, that thing that I liked in junior high school is gone forever. Yeah, if and of and autocorrect, and on and in and autocorrect. Yeah, is terrible. Nice. Forehead tats. Yeah, that's you see more and more daring, like neck and face tattoos, like something you can't ever cover. Is like, that's, yeah, you're taking a stance. And there's a lot of a lot of people that will work for, and then, yeah, sometimes it's just like, that's, I guess it just depends. Like, if you're in a small town or whatever, it's just going to give you get a lot of unnecessary attention. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny how much that's changed. Because I still remember when, like, any facial piercing was like, that was hardcore. That was, safety pins in your cheeks. The punks with the safety pins in the cheeks. And that was insane. And then it's just like, then your waitress at Denny's, had a diamond in her nose or whatever. Then it started to become super mainstream. Yeah, all that stuff is, it's funny to watch how culturally it moves through. Yes, I'm dating myself and sounding as old as possible this week. Oof. All right, let's try some more colorful lids here. Maybe blue. Yeah, and then the inside of that will just be silver. Oh, and this one can have I don't know why they're all different, but I'm just trying to keep away from the super monochromatic. There we go. And then make this kind of that silvery color on the underside. Oh, I filled everything. Yeah, Dolly, before she left Japan, got a septum piercing. That has to hurt because you're going through cartilage. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't hurt any more than anything else, but for me, I'm just imagining the crunch. I'll never stop hearing that sound. The crunch that it made. All right, so maybe I gotta do something to yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna make this like barely filled with some sort of liquid, so I'll have to play with that. Okay, so let me just try the shading first and see what I'll have to do to make that work. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's funny how far behind. It's changing, but how far behind Japan is, and I think just because tattoo culture in Japan was very connected to criminal activity. It never meant like military or it never had a. I mean, it was an art form, like it's like high art, in the way that it's done, but it was too much connected to. That's too dark, isn't it? Too much connected to a criminal element that they never got away from. Let's try this. Yeah, a little bit lighter there. So it always had that negative connotation, but then when I went to Okinawa, there was so many. I mean, so it's kind of underground. Like tattooing is like underground in Japan, but when I went to Okinawa, I was surprised to see it everywhere, because there's a big market for it with the U.S. military. So that was really, yeah, because that's in the U.S. it's so commonplace. Like tattoo parlors are so commonplace, and to not see them at all here. But Okinawa was very different. Is this looking odd? Not sure if this is gonna work. Or maybe make this blue instead of black. That might help. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't look weird and funky. Oh. Oh, nice. We're talking music. Yeah, Lumineers. Nice. Nice. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to look that up. That sounds familiar. Yeah, I've been surprised how much better the Yahoo Music, not Yahoo, YouTube. Sorry, Jesus. Yikes. Okay, YouTube Music has gotten, as they folded Google into it, but the recommendations and stuff, I think just because of the YouTube algorithm, recommendations and stuff got a lot better. So playlists are not such trash like they used to be. And then it also pays attention to like what you've listened to on YouTube, so it connects all that data together. I don't know why I would be happy about that. That's like a really shitty thing that we're going to be dealing with for years to come. Okay, so what's going on here? There it is. if this is helping. All right. And then maybe make these a little shinier. There we go. All right. Yeah, that'll really date me if we start talking about music too much. Yikes. There we go. All right, I think that works. So now, I forgot on the other one too. Eyes, but I think it'll... That's actually a pretty huge amount, isn't it? I should make that level a little bit lower. Come on. Yeah, that's too big. I don't know what's going on here. All right. Yeah, this is actually a huge amount of liquid, isn't it? For that size of cup, because, yeah. I don't know. A threat or a proposition. Yes. Ah, yes, yes. Yeah, we definitely have to do that. That would be such a fun group thing, is to all be eating the same snacks at the same time. That'll be fun. All right, and eyes over here. Wrong layer. There we go. Yeah, I think that works. Every time I put eyes on these things, I always remember the guy reading through everything I had in my booth in San Diego and saying, I really like the fact that you don't feel the need to draw stupid faces on everything. He read through all my cartoons, like I forget, I think I had a binder with, like, the first few months or first few years, so like in like 500 or so, and he like flipped through a bunch of them and said that. I was like, yeah, that would be really stupid if I put eyes on everything. It's funny. All right, I think both of those work okay. All right, should we take a look at the lovely comments from last time? I still don't think. Yeah, that's 4, so maybe. Hey, Michael Scott. Oh, I think there's definitely a because you can get weed in Japan. It's just the penalties are crazy. The penalties are like 1960s crazy in America. because they're just trying to control drug trade. But I think a lot of Koreans and Southeast Asians bring weed into Japan, because I've had a lot of expat people say, do you have your dealer? Can you recommend your dealer to me or whatever? It's like, I don't have a dealer in Japan. That's not a thing. And whoever like who you would have to deal with to actually buy weed might be a little difficult. I don't think you'd want to have that relationship and be worrying about a visa based on that. But oh, hey, Michael Scott. So these exist. So they're syndicated by Universal, and they run the website Go Comics. So they're kind of their syndicated digital cartoons are gocomics.com. So I self-published collections of them, and they appear around. I've seen them in like various places because they Go Comics syndicates to Google and Yahoo and everything. So I haven't seen them syndicated into print, and also haven't gotten a check. So obviously I would know as soon as somebody put them in print. But they're kind of designed as like a magazine cartoon, so they could be placed, kind of edited or size-wise edited and placed just about anywhere. But it hasn't happened since the syndication, because that's kind of a dead market. Like the people that were already established before things went very digital, they kind of held those positions, and there's only, I forget what it is now. It used to be like a couple of dozen new syndicated newspaper cartoons would happen when newspapers were big and strong, and now with print being so dead, especially in the US, I think there's like one or two new syndicated newspaper cartoonists like every few years. It's really, really small, and it's not the numbers that it used to be, because once upon a time, if you were a syndicated cartoonist, that meant like your every newspaper that published your cartoon, which could be every single city, basically a decent sized city has a newspaper. So every one of those cities, so it could be 50, 100, 200 cities published your cartoon in their newspaper, and you would make money from every single one of those every week, and especially if it was a daily, like for every day that was printed, every run. So you made a living, you made a salary out of just drawing that cartoon as a daily, and made it into a business, started a studio, hired assistants and everything. But that doesn't really exist anymore. But I'm talking about things like Garfield or Dick Tracy or High and Low, and maybe High and Lois I think is still one guy, but a lot of the real classic Ziggy and all that kind of stuff, that real classic stuff, those became like almost companies, like Peanuts, that became such a huge franchise. But that used to be the system and the dream, and now it's the syndication companies will hire or will syndicate people and just say, we're going to run these digitally. Wherever it appears, there are going to be ads around it. You get a share of that ad revenue. You get a share of every all the money we get for placing you. But this has just been digitally syndicated so far. So there we go. Sorry. I just go rambling. Thank you, K5, for posting. So yeah, the whole archive of all of this stuff exists digitally. I just start rambling and rambling. But yeah, so I was hoping, like, especially in the early days, in the 2005, 2006, that this would actually, like, because I was approached by Barnes & Noble and a couple of publishers at San Diego Comic-Con about publishing this. Things just kind of fell apart, or it never really went through, because I think a lot of people don't know, this doesn't obviously have a very clear audience, or a very clear, it doesn't clearly belong in a certain type of magazine, like a cooking magazine or a home decor, interior design magazine or something. It doesn't like fit any specific genre, so it's not that easy to place. So yeah, so it didn't pick up anything printed. But I've kept at it because it does get syndicated. It does, get attention every now and then. So it keeps going. But nice. Yum may be back. Okay, take care, Yum. Thanks for stepping by. Very fun. K5 says you can't go. Nice. Oh yeah, yeah, a coffee mug would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, I was trying to do some like initially K5 mentioned like trying to being out of milk and trying to compensate with like little creamers, like little non-dairy creamers, and so I was trying to come up with a non-dairy joke, like trying to collect enough non-dairy cream to dunk, but yeah, it's just turned into it's just turned into this. Yeah, maybe a cup of coffee would be a better competition. Yeah, so it's just the accumulation of artificial or of non-dairy cream. All right, so let's take a look at the whoa at the comments. Boom. There we go. So yeah, this hasn't gone out yet, or just went out. So people are getting this in their email and in their subscription pages now, but nothing to read yet. Oh yeah, here's the the Hackdat loaf. So last time, so August 5th. He was not the sharpest knife in the bread. Oh, here we go. Well, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed either. No matter that bread is sandwich fodder. Oh, sandwich fodder. That's a great phrase. Ed could write this. I should ask Ed to write some of these cartoons. Yeah, sandwich fodder that's a great phrase. More of a stabber, not a slicer. Looks like you tried to cut it 9 times. Yeah, it's like Roman numerals. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, I tried to. Looks like I'm writing cryptic messages in the bread. It wasn't as smooth as a bread knife, but she liked it rough anyway. Oh, that's good. Nice, Podog. Yeah, sandwich fodder that's a great phrase. Nice. Oh, that's right. Fodder. Yeah, fodder like something that just feeds something. So you call like cannon fodder. So like the troops that lead a charge are known as cannon fodder. So they're just kind of the grist for the mill, just like an expendable thing that's going to be done away with or kind of just chewed up. So cannon fodder means like the first volley of cannons, of course the front row of charging soldiers are going to just all be wiped out. So they're cannon fodder. They're just like this thing you're feeding to into a machine. So yeah, sandwich fodder just means the bread, the loaf is just going to be chewed up and turned into sandwiches. Sandwich fodder. Nice. Yeah, this probably comes from some like more British term or British English that sounds like that expression's not so. Must come from somewhere. Did we do this one already? They could never figure out how many inches in a day or cups in an hour. Let's see. Sponsor. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's what I always say when measuring things. Nice. Since I hydrate, for me it's half a cup per hour. Interesting. Now convert those measurements to metric. Could measure snails' travels in inches in a day. Nice. Each day is killing me by inches. So it'd be good to know how many inches were in a day, I suppose. Really, though, those conversions depend on what's being measured over time. Killing me by inches. When I was in... Oh, geez. Okay, when I was in Naval Nuclear Power School, we learned unit conversion. 2 conversions we had to do. Miles per hour or feet per second to furlongs per fortnight. Oh man, furlongs per fortnight. So what, a fortnight is 20 days? And a furlong is, I have no idea. A furlong is 220 yards. Oh, jeez. So 220 yards per 20 days? 2 weeks. Oh, I thought it was 20 days. 2 weeks. So 220 yards per 2 weeks. That sounds like a measurement of nuclear power. Oh, man. That's crazy. Furlongs per fortnight. That sounds like an indie band. Have you heard the new Furlongs per fortnight? Oh, man. Oh, sorry. I was on the wrong screen. That's funny. Yeah, I got a lot of goofy responses. Did we do the last one? The Navy plays Fortnite. Exactly. Furlongs in a fortnight. Yeah, I guess if you play 220 yards of Fortnite, then I still can't believe still remember, and this was in the middle of the beginnings of the battle royale craze. So I'm totally blanking on the Player Unknown's PUBG. Yeah, Player Unknown's Battleground. So PUBG and all the stuff that was kind of imitating that. And then the trailer for the original trailer for Fortnite looked ridiculous. It was that cartoony style, and how they were pushing the game originally. The first set of base building and what they were doing looked really, really ridiculous. Their character types looked very generic and cheesy, and everything. And now to think about what it is now is crazy, because the original idea looked like such trash, but they just chased trends and dumped so much money into it that it became insanely successful. And also they've kept the development up and gotten all the licensing deals for NBA and whatever. But I can't believe they tapped into something. That's amazing. Oh yeah, I think we already looked at this one. The unnecessary house remodel had brought them closer together. Yeah, we did. On off, make up your mind and suck it. That's right. Suck it to me. Alright, here's 2007. There's a Christmas one for you. Yeah, originally it was not a battle royale game. It was some stupid. It was just a bad idea of a shooter that wasn't really mechanically well, like a team shooter, more like a maybe more imitating. Was that even out yet? The Blizzard hero shooter, Overwatch. I think it was more like an Overwatch clone originally, and the characters were trash. In that original trailer, and then they just totally switched as soon as they saw how well the battle royale genre was doing. They switched to that, and then that just became their thing. That was really weird to see that, and I'm just and now they're the thing. And it's still, for a while there, was the kiddie version, because they didn't have the mechanics down. You couldn't snipe very well, and nothing worked very well in that game. It was kind of a kiddie friendly. And I still remember the first time my daughter ever played that game, she didn't want to shoot anybody, and she found a bunch of people that didn't want to shoot each other, and it wasn't playing creative. They were actually playing the battle royale closing, the constricting circle deal. And they just found a little tree together and just wanted to dance under a tree, and that's all they did. And then eventually people moved in and wiped them all out. But for some reason, that's really strange that young kids were attracted maybe to the style of it, and then didn't want to play the actual game, found other things to do in the game, and then they started the creative thing, and then it was all over, because kids could just screw around like Minecraft, just screw around in the creative mode. But it's really weird how hard that hit the young, the tweens, not the super competitive shooters, but yeah, that might work better, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would make more sense. It's they're doing that for a reason. I don't have enough of a reason in that creamer one. I might just be a refill. I might just make it a refill joke. Nice. But the Christmas Ribbon tried his best to improve all thoughtless gifts. So this was I put this in the collection. I did a Christmas collection one year, and this was one of the ones in the collection. Oh, and it got totally ignored. It was, that book did really well. I sold a bunch of those in the summer. Yeah, the Christmas book was popular. I think I sent it out as a Christmas card the year that I made it, and then sold it at shows. Not one had a satisfactory explanation for the donut hole. Oh, the donut hole. Nothing. Yeah, these are too early. Anything 2005 or before gets lost. Here we go. 2020. Oh, I probably drew this on stream. It was either a case of lost child services or just an espresso. Case 4, lost child services or just an espresso. So it's either a baby coffee or espresso. That must have been one I posted off the release schedule. Oh, there we go. To the Frisbee, it was not a mauling, but canine appreciation. Yeah, dog Frisbee. I don't know that's very readable as a Frisbee and dog tooth marks. I remember that, though. There was like the Frisbee we would play with and the Frisbee you play with the dog, because it was all full of teeth marks. And sometimes like the dog would just like take the Frisbee away, like you're playing with the dog and the Frisbee, and then it would just take the Frisbee away and just maul it for a while, so like it never flew quite right again because one of the edges was all chewed off. Nice. It's kind of mess up the aerodynamics. Yeah, exactly. Quit slobbering on me. Yeah. So this is already 2010. I think by 2010 they had already updated the website, so like finding things was much easier because they did a good job with discovery on this Go Comics site. Because suddenly the audience just got crazy. I think when I was initially there, syndicated on this site, I needed to push traffic to it, and I didn't. I just had the cartoons on my site as well. Oh no, a divorce joke. 2019 divorce joke. Everything was better with a homemade buttermilk biscuit. Did I do this on stream? I can't remember. 2019, maybe I did. See, even divorce is better with a buttermilk biscuit. Yeah, I think I was. The joke is like IHOP or whatever. Everything comes with pancakes, right? So if everything came with a biscuit, nice. As long as you get custody of the butter, nice. Oh, that's sad. There. That is the usually default reaction to so many of those cartoons. Yeah, I get more awe than laughs in some of the early ones. Everything is better, but this one you have to read. Yeah, you read it that it's divorce papers, so I don't know if it works that well. Oh, there's an old marker drawing. He had nothing between a slow simmer and a completely boiling over. 0 to 100. 0 to 60. All right. Another. Oh, yeah. That's a. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's digital or not. Yeah, that's funny. I think it is. Because there's enough like weird line variation. The recent humidity was hurting his ability to advertise. He was curling. Another push pin where to make him curl at the corners. Maybe laminating and pasting the whole thing to the wall. Someone trying to solve the problem of my cartoon. Needs another push pin. It's like his back is against the wall. That's funny. We got to figure out how to solve the problem posed in this cartoon. 2007. Oh, there's a lonely French fry box. Containing French fries was a greasy and thankless job, but he still missed it. Yeah, this is very original style cartoon. So look how much white space, like the boundary of the cartoon, is big. So everything was much smaller because I was drawing it to, like a letter size or like an A4 sheet of paper, and I would draw it small in the middle and then scan it at original size. So yeah, it's funny. Yeah, GTA 5. Yeah, I never got far enough into GTA 5, but I liked it a lot. I mean, I get so distracted in that game that I stopped doing missions and just, screw around in the environments and stuff because there's so much great stuff. Yeah, all the food gets you hungry. Oh no, Epic bought Rocket League. That really sucks. Yeah, because Rocket League was like a decent developer. They they worked on a lot of stuff before Rocket League too. That really sucks. Everything, I mean, and everything is going to be owned by Tencent anyhow. Everything is already not owned, but like has like a 20% or so stake by that horrible Chinese game. I don't know if they're technically even a game company, but that's who you work with to get a game into China. And they have a piece of everything. Yeah, they own League of Legends outright. I think it's Tencent, and that means that like the developers sold out to them basically, and that means that the huge success of League of Legends like doesn't even go to the original developers. Now I'm sure they got a decent payday, but they would have like this ongoing thing. But maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would have fucked it up if they would have managed it themselves, and that being able to get it into China and everything kept it alive longer. Who knows? But it's so depressing. Yeah, I hope there's not greasy stains. Yeah, always my fast food always has like greasy spots on it because I guess like my memory is mostly bringing fast food home as a kid, or like having it like somebody would stop on their way home from work and get fast food, so the box would always have spots on it, grease spots, because it was never in there. It was always in there too long. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Wow. But okay, one more. See something without zeros. Oh, of course we have. There's another Christmas one. Yeah, that was in the collection too. Gingerbread houses resented not having any real property value. Oh, that entire collection was totally missed. I lied. I want something more than zero. There we go. Employment was a temporary state that only served to perpetuate the myth of employability. That's supposed to be a fern. I don't know. That plant looks terrible. Fired. That would be great if they just wrote that on your box and handed you a banker's box. And look at how poorly that box is drawn. I had to fit everything in there, so I think I drew the stuff first and then I tried to draw a box around it because the box is crazy. All right, don't worry, you'll find a better job. All right. Oh, Hypno. Yeah, I just stumbled upon the and I think it's just recently in Japan, but the Xbox Game Pass just started in Japan not that long ago. All the Halo games are on there, all the Gears of War, like all the Microsoft developed stuff, everything is on there. And plus new games, when stuff's coming out new, it goes onto Game Pass just like it goes onto their digital store and stuff. So yeah, I really want to go through and play the Halo games again. I don't know when I'm going to ever have the time, but yeah, I still remember enjoying the hell out of Halo. Yeah, because I was paying for like PlayStation Plus or something, and getting like the 2 games or whatever a month. Oh hey, Lil Will. Oh Lil Will. Oh my god. And not even a message. You're killing me. Oh wow. Thank you, Lil Will. So I guess that's going to go to Joe mostly. I guess 110 of that percent has got to go back to Joe. Wait a minute, where's my my notes here? God damn. Sorry, there we go. Thank you, Lowell. Stopping by, not even a message. Much appreciated. That really kills me. I never expect to see that many zeros when that sound happens. That's insane. Yeah. That's love for Joe. That's big love for Joe. Yeah, thanks so much, Will. That's really amazing. Appreciate that very much. That's great. Oh, man. If only K5 wouldn't have come up with the reverse donation idea. No, it was just a joke that K5 put in. It just started because it was love for Joe. All the donations started off as love for Joe. And that just became the joke that it was Joe charity, and then it became a reverse donation scam where I have to pay everybody back $5. It's gonna get complicated. Yeah, Lowell, thanks so much. Thanks for stopping by. Nice. Yeah, very epic donation. Jeez. Yeah, thanks as always. That's amazing. I can't believe that happened twice. I expected that to be a once in a lifetime occurrence. So maybe I've lived too long. Is that what you're saying? Well, very nice. But yeah, good stuff. Wow. Yeah, so what was I was going on about? Some nonsense. So that's the thing that every time that happens, I think both times I'm just like speechless. So thank you, Will. That's crazy. Oh man. But yes, that's all for Unknown Girl. All the love. Nice. Oh man. That's crazy. Ah, that's great. Oh man. Nice. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I'll put that under Unknown Girl. She can get the credit. Oh, there we go. Oh man. But she was actually just buying hearts for Joe, so I don't know how any of this is gonna work. That's a lot of hearts, Joe. Joe's gonna have hearts forever. Damn. Wow. Okay, so now I gotta think about how to write something here. Actually, yeah, maybe it's better to take a break and do the convenience store deal, because I can't think right now. Wonderful. Yeah, little little Will Cream. But oh, that's right. Yeah, little Will got got credit. Yeah. Oh no. Do I have? Maybe I can make little Will nuggets. I can change the chicken nugget box. Yeah. Let's see. Is there room? Yeah, I think that works. With this, I can did I do this on another layer or just in the... Oh, just in the color. All right, so let's try this. Boom, 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 boom. Oof, turn that off. Okay. So, see if I can make this work. Oh. All right, so there's our box. And this time, let's put it on a different layer so there's more control. Oh, I did that all here. Great. Okay. Just there. Okay. And then I'll draw over that. That still works, right? Yep. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can actually do this. Okay. So here, I don't know if this is going to be very readable, but let's try. Well, maybe connected. It's not going to be readable. Or maybe. Let's see. So L-I-L-W-I-L. Oops. I-L-I-L-L. So it's very L-L. There we go. There we go. It almost looks like Arabic. Nice. All right. So low will nuggets. To commemorate that. Yeah, that does look like it does look like Al Qaeda nuggets, but it should be. It's kind of readable. Oh, and I should do the do it off the edge here as well. There we go. Nice. Yeah, thanks so much. To commemorate another act of sorry, tremendous generosity. Nice. Yeah, that works. I wonder if anyone's going to notice how elaborate the logo is. Oh no, unknown. No, that's right, unknown girl. Like, that's right. The unknown girl. Nuggets. Oh, that's her pseudonym for today, I think, right? Unknown Nuggets. Yeah, that's right. That should be a new brand. Unknown Nuggets. Well, they technically are unknown nuggets. No one knows. That's like giving the game away, I think, for fast food. Yeah, that weird paste that they make out of chicken parts. Yeah, I still remember my daughter when she was a little kid. We ate a lot of fast food. Obviously, single dad days, and she had a chicken nugget in Burger King that had like a vein in it, like it literally had like a color, like a little something that actually comes from a chicken, and was so disgusted by it. I don't think it was like tough or anything. She just like noticed that it wasn't that, non-distinct, kind of neutral, weird chicken color, and there was something in it that obviously indicated this is an animal part, and she freaked out, and it's like, I never want to eat that again. So I don't think she's ever been to a Burger King since then. But that was really funny that she would have preferred, that paste that is like looks meat-like enough, and not something that actually resembles real food. That's so funny. Yeah, yeah. They're definitely, yeah, mysterious. They make that weird paste. Yeah, there's so she said that was a funny sensitivity though. She saw them and was like, "Oh my god, what is this? What am I eating?" But that's why I guess that's why kids take to nuggets because they're so just yeah. It could be anything. It's just like a very processed kind of pre-chewed chicken. I don't know. Oh man, yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, that's really funny though. Like the little childhood traumas that kind of stick with you. Because I remember getting really scared. I was like preschool, so I don't know. I guess it was traumatic enough. I remember, but I must have been like 4 years old or something. So don't think I was in school yet. And we were just in a little shitty apartment, and my mom kept going to the door. So kids were running around the apartment, ringing doorbells for candy, and we had already come back. I think we went out kind of early and already came back, and so I would come out every time the bell rang. I would come out to see the costumes, and we just had a little tiny apartment. It was just like basically a hallway with rooms off of the little hallway. And I remember some like high school age kid or whatever in a very terrifying like my image of it is just it's just this big black smudge. Like I can't even like remember visually what it looked like, but he just like stuck his head in and yelled. And I don't know like if he had like a latex mask or something on, and it scared the hell out of me as a little kid. And my mom said that all she remembers is seeing me just like run in terror like straight down the hallway and like bounce off the wall and into my bedroom. But I remember that. That's like some weird, like, I remember that trauma and have this like strange artificial memory written over like what that guy actually looked like because it was just terrifying. So like, yeah, I don't know. But I guess it was because I was so young, not being able to remember anything. But I remember that terror. Like I can remember that incident happening. It's so funny. 50 pieces. Oh my god. So Wendy says 50-piece nuggets for $10. That's insane. Wow. Yeah, you gotta wonder like what it's is it all skin? Like what what's going on with the nuggets when they actually don't have to sell them for the price they would sell like chicken meat for? Yeah, it's funny. Wow. Crazy. Halloween. Yeah, but nugget trauma. That's really funny. All right. So, oh yeah, that's right. Let's do that. That's to like unknown girl nuggets. Yeah, I guess you have to take the girl part out, or else it sounds like they're made from girls. Bucket of nuggets. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's really. They did. Oh, they did. Spicy nuggets in Japan, and they did two sauces that I think rival the Szechuan sauce, that plum sauce that they did for Mulan. As far as like really good combinations, so there's the kind of the red hot spicy nuggets. One of them was a triple hot kind of Asian spicy sauce. So it was that red hot spice, like red hot pepper spice, but that Asian flavor. So it added to the like crazy spiciness of the nuggets, but it also had that. So it was red, but it also had that black pepper from some Szechuan Chinese dishes. So it was amazing. Like that combination of the chicken nugget and that was insane. And then they did a burnt garlic sauce. Both of those were insane, and the combination of that spicy nugget and either of those sauces was amazing. It only lasted like I think literally a week or two, and then it was gone. But wow, it was crazy good. Yeah, so really weird like Asian food combinations at McDonald's here. I was really yeah amazed how good that was, and it's so funny because it's just so temporary. Yeah, chicken, especially raw chicken, especially like cutting up raw chicken is always a treat. Mm. But yeah, that was one of those crazy things. I wonder if it's ever going to come back because the combination was insanely good. I don't know how popular it was, and I don't know if that even matters. But yeah, good stuff. Okay, so let's do the so let's see if I can think. Oh yeah, I can just do it from here. Let's try this. I guess we're going to be in a bar, or I'm not sure what works better, or the candy store. I should have a cafe. I should do a some kind of cafe background. Yeah, so maybe the bar is better for this one. Okay, so this is just something that I found. So this is really popular in Asia. And it's a tea. So it's a flower that they make tea with. And they also make dye with. So not quite this way. So not quite as powerful as like indigo, but it's a blue dye. And the flower is called butterfly pea, P-E-A. I guess because of maybe the shape of the flower is like a small round pea shape. So not butterfly excretion, but butterfly pea is in the shape of it. Oh yeah, so I guess they're showing. So, but the interesting thing about butterfly pea tea is what they usually make it from. It's tea made from this flower, and it's a bright blue. And so when you put anything acidic, when you change the pH of the tea, it changes color. I think they've already done it, so I think this is actually a little bit spoiled. You can't see so well, but it doesn't look very blue. So I'm a little bit curious. I think they contaminated this to make it drinkable because it's not naturally sweet. It's kind of bitter, and yeah, they may have already done what I wanted to do with it, but we'll try and see if we can get it to change color any more. But this is Asahi, the giant beverage company. So this is basically Asahi is like the Coca-Cola of Japan, but they do a lot of beer as well. Oh wait, that's looking pretty blue. All right. So I read the ingredients though, and I think they put grape juice in here. Yeah, because okay, so let's try it without. So pre lemon juice. So it's carbonation and some bright blue. Yeah, it's already sweetened a bit. It's great. That's definitely grape juice. So there's grape juice in here. But if you look online, if you do butterfly pea tea, it's very like amazing blue. But supposedly, if we change the pH of this, it will. So I brought a little lemon juice here. It will make it an even more vivid purple. So let's see what happens. Oh no! It just brightens it. Yeah, did you see that? Yeah, it brightens it to a. So I guess that was the blue. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's getting lighter. So it lightens it. You can see it's a more pink now. It becomes a little bit more pink. So I think it starts out very blue and gets more pink. But I think because they've already altered it by putting sweetener in it, it's not quite as dramatic. Oh, and it really overpowers the taste. So you get the color change, but you don't get the taste. So I think it's more of a gimmick with the tea, but it definitely lightens it. It's becoming kind of pinkish purple now. Maybe on camera, that doesn't read as well. We can try it again if I can actually drink this much lemon juice. PT. I know the name is not. It's not very marketable, is it? And it's butterfly pea, so I guess that's that's even better. Yeah. So that much lemon juice though totally screws up the taste. So I think it's just meant to be drank without playing around with it. But this yeah. So there's the blue again. It's not super blue because it's got soda water and stuff in it, but it's much more bluish. And then oh yeah, it definitely changes. Yeah, I think that you could see on camera. Wow. So yeah, that is a thing, and I guess it's got some, homeopathic properties. It's good for like blood pressure and things. Like the tea itself has beneficial qualities. But yeah, it does change color even in this form. That's so funny. And all you're doing is changing the pH. So this flower was used to dye like blue fabric a lot, and then it became a tea, and then it became a soda in Japan. So I think this version, yeah, straight out of the bottle, it's much more drinkable. But yeah, it's weird. There's definitely just grape juice in there. Like you can taste there's just soda, grape juice, and then there's like a bitter, like an herbal taste. So that must be the actual tea. But this is one of those like kind of gimmicky things that's probably only going to be around for a little while. And it's green, so yeah, you can see the flower shape here, but it's keying out. Yeah, so that must be what the actual plant looks like, but it's keying out, so you can't see so well. But butterfly pea soda is, so I'm sure this is going to get a lot of play on on YouTube and on the internet because of the color changing. It's pretty dramatic. It's funny how fast that happens. I wonder if it's still, if you can actually change the dyeing property, the color of the dyeing properties of it, so you can do a lighter. It definitely goes from blue to purple a lot more. Yeah, add vodka. That's right. Nice. Yeah, so there we go. There's our little Southeast Asian science experiment. So butterfly pea tea does actually change color. Yeah, tea sodas are popular here. There's a lot of, you can get a lot of different tea sodas. So there'll be like English tea or maybe like, some different Asian teas. Just in soda with a little bit of sweetener. Because tea is, just so popular. Yeah, add vodka and it just turns pure tar black. All right, so that was Asahi's new butterfly pea tea. Butterfly pea. How marketable a sound is that? Oh, and I'm keying oddly again. Yeah, I brought another camera, webcam, to try to fix the keying, but it was even worse. It's even like more low res and doesn't have the sensors, even worse for for green screen, so no luck with that. But yeah, I think this tea soda is going to be very short-lived. Probably just going to be a summer drink. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Royal Crown honey. Excellent. Yeah, I like, there's been a lot of that, at least that's made it over to here. All of the, was it Wild Turkey did a honey flavor, or honey whiskey. And those are really good as mixers with soda and stuff. That would be nice. Yeah, I wish I could drink on stream more, but I'm always driving. I'm always like getting in the car after I stop the stream, so unfortunately. So we'll have to have, maybe in our big snack tasting, we'll do, at least I'll do, we can all independently do, it'll be bring your own, but we'll do some alcohol too, because some of the snacks will probably be good bar snacks that I'll include, so they'll taste good with Japanese beer or whiskey. Nice. Well, cheers, little Will. Thank you so much for the donation, for the support. It makes a big difference. Nice. All right. So now we got to write something. That's going to be the hard part. Okay. So yeah, I definitely want to. I'll have to call these chicken nuggets, or else they may not. The box may not read because it's not distinctively enough. So that has to be in there somewhere. So tools or portable. Yeah, once they became portable nuggets. Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you, Unknown Girl. Thank you so much. Your generosity. Oh, Dr. Pepper. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yes. Thank you, Unknown Girl, for your amazing generosity. Oh, man. All right. Yes, so get back into the mindset here. So, containing nuggets, essential. So something being essential to the job. It was the chicken nuggets that would prove to be the essential part of any. What? Nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm sorry, lemon juice and Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I wonder what that would do. Yeah, because I'm trying to, like, put that together. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Dr. Pepper is super rare here. Both Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper are really hard to find. And even though we just got Taco Bell in Japan, the Taco Bell in Japan is not PepsiCo, so there's no Pepsi at Taco Bell, means there's no Mountain Dew at Taco Bell. So it's Coke and Japanese tea, which is pretty funny. But it is free refills, which is pretty rare here. All right. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the weird thing that happens when a lot of American brands come here is they get managed differently. And that's why some things exist still in Japan that are gone from the rest of the world. So like we still have Tower Records. I think Lawson convenience stores are gone in the US. And there's one more thing. Toys R Us. We still have Toys R Us. I think Toys R Us came back though. But yeah, because they get managed, Japan doesn't allow you to just put stores or franchises in the country without them doing their Japanese business management style. So you have to have a Japanese company actually running. So that basically the Japanese company is the franchisee. And so that happens very often. Is something the original version will die off and it'll continue to exist in Japan because Japan is just, people just consume here regardless of the economy. So it's, yeah, things live forever. So it'll become this like weird museum of foreign culture, foreign retail culture. Chicken nugget body armor. Nice. Yeah, that's funny. Wow, ranch? You like it was in ranch dressing? I don't think we have ranch dressing in Japan. We have Caesar is the closest thing. There's like a Caesar dressing. It doesn't taste like ranch at all, but that's the only kind of creamy dressing. But if you go to like TGI Fridays or whatever, I think they have ranch dip for wings and stuff. But you can't buy ranch in the grocery store. It's just not a flavor people are addicted to here. And hot wings are not as common here either. All right. So something about now they're portable. They appeared at every job or something. The portability of chicken nuggets changed their prevalence at every job. That's right, unknown. That's got to be unknown. I don't know if I can do... Lil Will worked well for that logo. I don't know if I can do unknown in that same font. Oh, wait. We can do an unknown brand. Yeah, we can still do... Let's see. Wait, I gotta make a new layer, or this is gonna get confused, isn't it? Ooh. We can make that the brand of the toolbox, or whatever that is. I always like that bold font. That's funny. So a little bit darker version. Let's try this. Oh, first I should resize it because it's going to be way too big. There we go. Unknown girl. Yeah, let's see if I can get this to make sense. So put this on. Oh, maybe up a little bit. The unknown brand. I think that works. Maybe a little bit smaller. There we go. There we go. There to commemorate. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, just, yeah, like a U. Oh, maybe that would be better, yeah. Because this looks like literally like what is inside. Yeah, so maybe UG or UNG. Yeah, let's try that. This is all caps. Something like that. Oh, where is my check? Make it a little more cryptic. Come here. Oh, come on. All these secret messages. All right. That's so funny because I don't think, even though I list it in the, oops, I listed in the bio for Go Comics. I don't think anybody on Go Comics has ever seen this stream or even knows there's a live stream. There we go. UNG. Nice. There we go. So, Unknown Girl's tremendous generosity is commemorated. I still love the Farsi looking, the Arabic looking logo on the nuggets though. That worked really well. It worked better than I thought. All right. So now this has to be a very funny cartoon to get the to make it all worthwhile. Wow, that's crazy. So YouTube, 2-week ban on YouTube for copyright written music. That sucks. Yeah, I can't believe how easily they can just like cut off the ability to stream, because I think, yeah, if you get a single copyright strike, I may have this wrong, but on a YouTube channel, if you get a single copyright strike, until it's lifted, you don't get you lose your ability to live stream. That's crazy. How easy that just goes away. All right. So the portability. Of them. Part of every job. I don't know. Part of every job. Chicken nuggets. Portability of chicken nuggets. Increased. So they were found everywhere. Wow. Portability of chicken nuggets. Part of every job. There's got to be something. Everywhere made them easy to find. Much more common. Oh, ubiquitous. That was the word I was thinking of. That's not a funny word. But yeah, everywhere. Ubiquitous. Let's see. Made them annoyingly common? No. Made them show up in the strangest places. Something like that. The portability. The portability of chicken nuggets. That's as far as I've gotten. Let's try the other. Oh, the other one's going to be even worse, isn't it? It's going to be even harder. All right. So non-dairy refill. A tremendous. I don't know if that's a. So maybe a non, and that's a big W at the beginning. A non-dairy refill was a tremendous ask. I don't know if that's that. Yeah, big ask is better. Yeah. Oh, I completely spelled tremendous wrong. Tremendous, right? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think tremendous ask is gonna work. Maybe just was a very big ask, because big ask is the phrase I'm thinking of, but tremendous. Tremendous ask. I don't know if that's gonna work. Now big ask is the most common. Pretty big ask maybe was a pretty. Tremendous is funnier, but I don't know if it loses the meaning. Pretty big ask. Is there something? Yeah, I don't know. I like tremendous ask, but I don't know if that loses the meaning. A non-dairy refill was a tremendous ask. Tremendous. And the portability, that's right. This is totally unfinished. The portability brought them to unusual places. This is going to be 2 lines regardless. Oh, that T. Careful of that butterfly P. Oof. Catches up to you. Yeah, that's crazy. Small things in big packages. Brought them to unusual places. Is this? Yeah, it's centered. Brought them to. Had them showing up, or had them becoming or how necessary. Tremendous. Tremendous feat. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Tremendous feat is good. Yeah, instead of ask, I think that would be more understandable, and especially the audience on Go Comics is not young. A non-dairy refill was a tremendous feat. Or demand. Feat is good if they can pull it off. Like feat is almost like something is a feat after you know it's successful. Was a non-dairy refill was a tremendous demand or a unrealistic an unrealistic demand. Unrealistic. I don't know. Yeah, feat is good. I like tremendous feat. I think that's she has tremendous ask and tremendous feat. Tremendous. Was a non-dairy refill. Was a citizen. Unrealistic isn't so funny. A impossible. Was an impossible feat a tremendous feat? A tremendous feat of cooperation. A tremendous feat of. Portability of chicken nuggets brought them to unusual places. The portability. Put them. Put them in a different class, a different league. Oh, Tall Order is good. Yeah, tremendous task. Task is good. Yeah, task might be better because of the labor. Yeah. Demand or task, because the kind of something is requesting a refill. A non-dairy refill was a tremendous something. What's really another funny? Oh, tremendous effort. That's right. That's the most common phrase. Tremendous. A colossal is good. A colossal task. An overwhelming or a colossal task. And Tall Order is good too because of the how much taller the glass is than the creamers. Tremendous task. Monumental, stupendous. Titan. There are so many words for ridiculously big. Ginormous. That's actually a word. Ginormous. And dairy refill was a tremendous task. Tall Order. Tall Order is good too. So, yeah. So a non-dairy refill. I think that gets it across enough. So there's all the little creamers open. Was a tremendous task. Yeah, tall Order is visually that works really well. Yeah. Because just because of that composition. Hey, Fragilities, thank you for the follow. That's a big W. That's still, the cartoon is still there. Yeah, the tremendous. Yeah, tremendous is. I like how funny that word is, but yeah, I think a Tall Order works well, and it looks like a lot of effort going into making it happen. Even though it's only been 2 so far. Yeah, I should have like the in the background just like these mountains of empty like the silhouette of like empty creamers just for this much. Because it literally is in those little cups. They're not even like half full usually, so it's and the Japanese version they use a lot of vegetable oil, and it gets hard very easily, so old creamers are just like congealed sludge. Nice. Yeah, thanks so much. Oh, for the sub or follow. Sorry, that was a Twitch follow. Sorry, it doesn't. Yeah, I have to check it. But thank you for the Twitch follow. All right. So yeah, I think I like that short and sweet, and it gets across the. It reinforces the image of the tall glass of what should be milk but is now non-dairy. A non-dairy refill was a Tall Order. Many creamers gave their lives. Alright. The portability, chicken nuggets, put them in unusual... Put them... in unusual company. Set of places. There's something about... So why would you take chicken nuggets? Portability of chicken nuggets, put them in unusual company. Meant they were never... Alright. Nice. Yeah, Twitch follow. Where's my... This one? No. Where's the live one? Sorry if I get audio going here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's now. Yeah, thank you. Nice. Yeah, appreciate the follow. All right. So, still writing. Okay, the portability has to be the joke, right? It has to be the funny part. And why would you bring them to unusual places? So the other things are supposed to be like utility boxes or tools or more very practical things that are needed, and the chicken nuggets are not practical. Let's see. Tremendously tall order. Yeah, the shortness I think works well. I like tremendous, but I think a tall order is very funny. It's very cute for that glass to be mostly empty. Right. Yeah, I guess I could expand on the joke because it's easy to digitally duplicate these things, like kind of almost infinitely, but yeah. I think that's enough. 4 is enough. Woof, sorry. Watch out for that butterfly. Okay. The portability. Oh, so didn't make them. So even though they're portable, it didn't them any. Now it's a long one. Didn't make them any more necessary. Any more welcome? Any more? Yeah, so they're being brought into the situation. So the portability of chicken nuggets didn't make them any more necessary or delicious or oh, short-lived and tall. Oh, short-lived is good too. Yeah, was it short-lived? A short-lived and impossible order. Yeah, I like short and tall. That's good too. Nice. All right. Portability is at 2 spaces. No. Didn't make them any more necessary. Didn't make them any more functional. A welcome is not. Yeah, welcome. Necessary. So there's got to be a funnier word or a funnier like thought So that just because you can bring them doesn't mean they are useful. Useful. They're only for eating, I guess. 1L. Didn't make them any more useful. It's good. Turning into one of those nonsense jokes that doesn't really mean anything. The portability of chicken nuggets didn't make them any more useful. Does that fit on one line? No. All right. Yes, the function of chicken nuggets is pretty straightforward. A non-dairy refill was a tall order. Yeah, I think that works. Because visually... Because they're so... Actually, I think the glass probably could be bigger. But yeah, I think that works. I almost want to put little drips, because always those creamers don't open very cleanly. They always, like, there's always a drip or something, but I don't know if it would read very well. I think that works visually. Yeah, I like the idea. Maybe a bowl of cereal would have been better, though. To just have, yeah, a bowl of cereal and then the, like, dry cereal and then scattered open creamers would have been, they tried their best to, you know, make breakfast. But this works. I think this works the best. It's really short and sweet. A non-dairy refill was a tall order. And the part of the chicken didn't make them any more useful. Oh, any more notes? Oh, the first, let's say. Short-lived and tall order. The first set. So K5, you like the... I'm sorry, I keep switching back and forth, so I'm making it hard to... harder to follow. The first one... So first time was which one? So, tall order, tremendous task. The portability of the chicken nuggets didn't make them any more useful. Oh, the nuggets. Oh, okay. Yeah, noticeable makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Yum is back. She came for the most exciting part. Noticeable. So, yeah, so the drawing kind of makes them look like they're out of place or uncomfortable in the situation. We're not supposed to be, they're just kind of included. Portability. So being able to be brought to a place doesn't mean they're needed or, yeah, unusual, yeah. Oh, the unusual places. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because the portability becoming something or not changing things is, yeah, so portability directly making them show up in show up in unusual places. Oops. So definitely unusual places, and then we just need the connection. The portability of chicken nuggets meant they or just brought them to unusual places. I totally forgot I think it was brought. I think I did have brought before. Portability of chicken nuggets brought them to unusual places. It's not, the picture isn't bizarre enough. It would be if it was like most specifically like a fire or something. Like if it was like a firefighting equipment or something. Portability chicken nuggets brought them to unusual places. Or made them feel more important than they were. Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, taking their job. They took our gerbs. Oh man. Oh yeah. Did you guys see the news? The South Park creators got some huge Paramount Plus deal. So I think it's like to continue South Park, but then also to do like I can't remember, like 10 or 15 movies, like original movies for Paramount Plus. It was a huge deal. That's really cool that they're actually like they're rewarding talented people instead of these producer idiots that keep ruining shows. But yeah, they just got a huge deal for a streaming service. So that's really cool because they're still like they haven't like lost their edge yet. So I think that's really cool that they're still going to be doing new stuff. And I think they want to be doing more than South Park, but not having the opportunity. So we'll get to see, because they did such a good job with Book of Mormon and even Team America, even though they said they'll never touch puppets again. But Team America was amazing. So it's nice that they'll get to experiment again on Paramount's dime. But yeah, so yeah, South Park guys are doing good. Yeah, the portability brought them to unusual places. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And they're also talking about, I guess, the Casa Bonita. I don't know if you remember that giant Mexican restaurant in one of the episodes that Cartman was obsessed with. I think that's based on an actual place, and it was going out of business, and so they're offered to buy it to keep it running. So I think Casa Bonita will actually be owned by South Park, the South Park creators. I'm sure they won't change it. I'm sure it's not going to become a South Park museum or themed restaurant. But that's hysterical that that it came from their memory, and they I'm gonna put the shadow on that. Yeah, so they didn't want to see it go away. I wish there was more of that happening, because it seems like a lot of things have disappeared during these odd times. So yeah, I was happy to see see those guys get rewarded. Alright, something like that. Sorry, I'm reaching over my keyboard to do this, which is not a good idea. You can't even see that on the stream. That's funny. Or I can't see it on the OBS window. Something like that. There we go. Okay. So that stops bugging me. That would be so funny if maybe to honor the fact that they saved them, if there was like a Cartman table or something there at the restaurant. Oh, blend in is funny too. Yeah. Blending in nuggets. Yeah, Casa Bonita. Yeah. Yeah, that's so great. Allowed them to fit in, made them obsolete. That's right. Made them around 2 of. I think Unusual Places, portability and Unusual Places matches, and it's not that unusual though. I'm kind of like saying something that's not true in the picture or in the cartoon itself. But who knows? Maybe it's they're fishing. I don't know. I don't know what the other boxes are. They look like tackle boxes. But brought them to unusual places. We'll only have to guess how unusual the place is, because it's not apparent from the visuals. Yeah, obsolete portability. Like once they can be taken anywhere. Oh yeah, so once they can be taken anywhere, does anybody still want them around? It's kind of funny. Like people. Yeah. So the portability made people aware of how much they didn't want them around. Something that is opposite of what you would think would happen. The portability of chicken nuggets made them more likely but less less desirable to have. Yeah, it's funny. Oh yeah. That would be funny. Yeah, if they were on a high rise, yeah, like on scaffolding, or like the beams, yeah, like an I-beam. I think the mystery of what they're doing is part of it. Where are they? Or those could be the like the EMT kits. I guess if I would have to do them like red and white or something that looked more medical, but they could be the like the boxes that EMTs bring in ambulances. Yeah, it's just going to have to remain unknowable. The portability of chicken nuggets brought them to unusual places. Yeah, I think that's it's more logical. Not the words aren't super funny. But portability is a funny thing to call a nugget. Portable. Portable and unnecessary. Unnecessarily brought them, or inevitably brought them to it. The portability of chicken nuggets inevitably brought them to unusual places. It was inevitable they would end up here. I think inevitable. A non-dairy refill was a tall order. Yeah, that works visually, logically. Portability of chicken nuggets brought them to unusual places. They are just somewhere weird that we don't know. Yeah, they do. What else? What else is part of that? Oh, like a stretcher. Yeah, if I had those cases on a stretcher, it would look like somebody brought chicken nuggets to a 911 medical emergency. All right. Yeah, I think we'll leave it generic. Portability of chicken nuggets brought them to unusual places. And if I say that too many times, it's going to stop making any sort of sense. Non-dairy refill was a tall order. You're a portable nugget. Is that an insult? Is that a? Oh yeah, there was a short-lived erotic magazine that I remember running into in LA. I'm not sure if it was like only produced on the West Coast or where it actually came from, but the name, it was like a sex magazine, like a porn magazine. The name of the porn magazine was Nugget, and I don't know what that referred to at all. And it was kind of fetishy. It was like it was hard to figure out what the theme was or whatever, but it was like not beautiful people and not doing super normal things. But I think it was just the gimmick that it was such an odd name for a magazine. But yeah, those were the hot 90s. Nug you. Nice. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Very nice. Yeah, I think leaving it vague is more fun because it's more playful. So what? How unusual is it? Nice. All right. Yeah, that works. So just do a quick spell check to see how much I messed up on. All right. A non-dairy refill was a tall order. Perfect. Whew. Nice. Wow. Yeah. Fun stream. I don't think I had anything that interesting to say, but you guys were really fun to hang out with. Let's nug. Yeah, I guess nugget is so like strangely generic, and that's probably why they use it for the mystery part of the chicken. The mystery chicken product. So you don't have to say what it is. I think I got portability right. Yep. Portability of chicken nuggets brought them to unusual places. Yeah, I should just put medical symbols all over this. It's open to interpretation. Now Joe wants nuggets. He wants portable nuggets. Nug you creamer. Nice. Nugget. All right. Did I do that right? Yep. All right. All right. There's the opening screen of Photoshop. Do we want to learn? Do we want to... What is going on? Oh, it's so silly. Lightroom photos. I have no Lightroom photos. That's weird. There's not just a an open deal now. There, we'll just create a blank blank image. Wow. All right. Wow. Hey, unknown girl, thank you. Wow, you are out of control. Can you add OV on the last box, please? Add OOVY? Oh. Oh, sure. Your request is my command. What is... Let me see the... Oh, and I'm going to forget which one it is. Which one is it? This one. So here. So this box. I'm going to spell something. Wait a minute. O-V-Y. Wait. U-N-G-O-V-Y. Am I... What am I spelling? Wow. Yeah, thank you guys so much. What an excellent night. Okay, what am I spelling? O-V-Y. Okay, and I'll do the same font. And we'll do like a little bit darker blue. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, that Y in that font doesn't look very good, does it? Something more centered. Come on. Sorry. Searching fonts again. Oh, that's just impact. Ugh. Yeah. The meme font. Oh, maybe this. What am I spelling? OVY, right. Okay. All right. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, and put that actually on there. Oh, it's maybe a little tinier. How does that look? Okay. Oops. Yeah, that's. What am I spelling anything? What am I? Okay. Okay. Good. Nice. Yeah, good night, Damon. Thanks for stopping by. And a hypnotic swirl. Oh my god. These are becoming very complicated cartoons now. Actually, let me fix that. It's a little weirdly distorted. I think it needs to be more compact. Yeah. A little more compact. Yeah, I got too weird. There we go. Okay, there we go. So OVY. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, unknown girl. Am I spelling anything crazy? Okay, no? Okay. OVY. There we go. I think I'm out of boxes hypno. Next time I will put a hypnotic what do they call that? An uzumaki in Japanese. I'll put that somewhere. You're welcome. There we go. Yeah, that reads okay. So let's save this off again. Nice. What are you guys having me do? There we go. All right. Yes. Yeah, next time, definitely hypno. Yeah, and thanks for tuning in on the weekly. There'll be another weekly this Friday. That's cool that you listen at work. It comes out as a podcast, too, with the audio a little bit cleaned up. Nice. But, yeah, so I should close that. All right. All right. So a quick upload. And those images will live forever on the Go Comics server. So you can always go back to, what was it, the 12th? You can always go back to August 12th, 2021 and find that. All right. Cool. Yeah, 12th and the 17th today. There we go. Cool. Joe, no. Nice. Online Volunteer of the Year. Nice. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. yeah, so there'll be more stuff for next time. Well, this has been a really great live stream. Thank you so much for all the donations. Everyone was really generous, and I reward your generosity. We will have our snack a day, so that'll make it easier to get everything shipped and over to you guys. Ah, nice. All right. Yes. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'm glad it's entertaining. I'm glad you enjoyed me watching me drink butterfly pee and all that good stuff. So we'll try this again next week. So everybody take care. And if you're watching for the first time, abusecartoons.com is the website. GoComics.com is where we looked at the comments. So GoComics.com/domestic abuse is the archive of everything for the past almost 20 years. And you can find us on Twitter, and then this stream lives on both YouTube and Twitch, and it's archived there, so you can see the previous streams if there's a cartoon that you're interested in seeing how the heck we came up with that, or why there are mysterious initials on things. You can find that out. So everyone take care. And Hypno Joe, Damon, Lil Will, Unknown Girl, Yum Num, thank you so much for hanging around. And I'm glad the ban war worked out with Joe and K5. I was worried it was going to get ugly there. So everyone take care, and hopefully see you on Friday, Hypno, or at least talk at you on Friday on the weekly. So that's the hobby channel, the tabletop channel, Upturned Table on YouTube, and we do the weekly every Friday, which is just talking about board games and role-playing games and pop culture stuff on Fridays. So everyone take care, and I'll be back the same time next week with more live stream and chat. So everyone take care. Joe spared everyone from the banning. So lots of hearts for Joe. So everyone take care, and we will see you again. Until then, goodbye.